of stuff I got to do, man. You don't. It won't make. It's something that you got to do, and then you need a long time off where you got to think about that experience.
Yeah.
We're not talking about like getting high. We're not talking about getting drunk. Like, oh, dude, I went to a concert, I got so drunk. It's a completely life-changing experience, and it's not something you should take lightly.
Getting back to dreams, ever since my dad died, and I was way close to my dad. I know a lot of guys are close to their dad, but we had a really special bond. And I dream about him, and at times he hugs me in my dreams. It is the creepiest, realest thing. And I've been in situations in dreams where you hug another person and someone you might even. Maybe your girlfriend or your girlfriend or something.
Then they turn into a Vespa.
It's not the same feeling.
It is real.
It is the creepiest feeling where it wakes me the F up. I'm like, I can't deal with this. This is effed up.
That happened to me once.
It just feels so I can't explain it to anybody, but it just feels so much different than anything else I've ever dreamed of. Anything.
Yeah.
I mean, because I've had friends that have died, and you have a moment in a dream with a friend or something, but it's just odd. You just kind of wake up knowing, that was a dream. I was just thinking about that guy or whatever in my sleep. But this hug from my dad I can't explain.
Well, maybe
it's
the love for your dad is like so pure. It was so, love for your friends is never going to be the same as a love for your dad or your mom. It's so powerful and pure, and maybe you can communicate with that when you're in your dream
I don't know.
state.
I can't rationalize it when I'm awake. It's like every once in a while it happens, and it creeps me out to the point I wake up instantly, no matter what. I
had one like that with Phil Hartman. And it really helped me forget, and not just forget, but get over his murder. And I ran into him in the dream. I ran into him like in a park, and the only difference, he was exactly him, but he looked great. He looked like he was like healthy, like he had been eating right, but he had gray hair. It was really strange, but it was him. Like he was like talking to me, and I go, dude, your wife killed you. What was this like? He goes, yeah, she got a little mad, and he like starts laughing.
Oh, wow!
And he goes, "Listen, sit down. I'll talk about it." And he pratfalled. He went to sit in the chair and fell and rolled over and started laughing. And because that's what Phil was like. He was like always like he would make light of anything and everything. And the guy was really, really funny, like off stage, much funnier than he was on stage. He was always worried about his image, about being the family man. He was worried about divorcing this chick because he was really worried about his image, and he was worried about his money and a bunch of other stuff. But off screen, he was one of the funniest guys I've ever been around ever. But he was laughing and joking in the dream, and when I woke up, I was like, wow, it was like Phil told me don't worry about it. Like that's what it really felt like. Like, go on with your life. I'm okay.
Do you hate Andy Dick like Lovitz did? Like, because he kind of blamed Andy Dick, or you did not have that?
No, Andy did. That chick was crazy. She was going to shoot him no matter what. It didn't matter if Andy Dick got her coke. She would have got coke from some other guy. She was with some guy that night that, got it to her. I mean, you can get coke, I mean, Andy is Andy. It's like, that's like blaming a child that you give a gun to. Oh, why'd you shoot somebody?
Yeah.
It's Andy.
I just got to talk about one more dream thing. A lot of times I dream they're like sets. I have set places
that you go to over
that
and
I
over
go
again?
to over and over, like houses, certain places, cars, things like that. And few times I'm able to actually in my dream go, holy crap, I'm dreaming. Like I'm in my dream and I look around and go, like something so ridiculous happens that I go, oh man, I'm dreaming.
Isn't that awesome?
Which is total freedom. And you know what the first thing I do is? I go on a rape rampage. I swear to you. Dude, I know I'm dreaming. I can do whatever I want with impunity, and I just start, the first girl that's even near me, the clothes get ripped off, and I just start, like,
that's awesome.
Complete rape rampage.
You don't make them consent at all. You want it against their will. You don't want them.
You know why? Because I know that if I start identifying that it's a dream, I'm very close to waking up.
Yeah.
So you got to get that over with quickly.
Well, there's
no talking. There's no
that going. There's methods to keep that going.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
There's books on lucid dreaming.
Lucid dreaming. Yeah.
One of the things you're supposed to do.
You really were raping, and then went
and you wake up.
Hey, no, it's a dream, officer.
Come on, folks.
Come on. Ow, this mace really feels authentic.
There's a method that you use that it only worked once on me, but it does work. Where I was practicing it for a while, where I'd walk into a doorway. I saw it in a documentary, and you knock on the door, and you go, "Am I awake or am I dreaming?" And you knock on the door, and you do it throughout the day, like all the time. Do it so it's like a pattern, so it's normal. Well, in my dream, I walked up to a wall, I go, am I awake or am I dreaming? And my hand went right through the wall.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, snap. I thought I was awake. I really thought I was awake. I mean, I was going through a normal life. So then I started flying. I said,
flying is all. If rape isn't involved, then flying is a good second best.
Oh, it was awesome.
There's also that you were talking about. You know, am I awake or am I dreaming? If I'm unsure in a dream, all I have to do, and it's a weird thing, I have to look out a window in utter terror, and if the most horrific thing appears on the other side coming to get me, I'll know I'm dreaming. But then it's so screwed up because I just created this beast that's now going to be chasing me throughout the rest of the dream. But that's one way to do it.
You know how I know? I'll take my clothes off and stand in a mirror, and if I feel good about myself, I know I'm asleep.
Hey, Joe, you ever feel like you left your body?
Yeah, Salvia did that for me.
I once as a kid, I felt like I absolutely left my body while I was sleeping and went into the bathroom just to do whatever.
Yeah,
but I remember it to this day. Like I truly felt like I wasn't going to walk into the bathroom physically. It was the weirdest. It only happened once, and that's something I always go back to from time to time as well.
I had a weird dream that I remember from when I was like 4 or 5 years old, where I was cross-legged, like sitting like an Indian or like a yoga guy, and I was flying through my hallway. And I don't remember any other dreams from this time, but I remember that dream, that one dream of like flying around, like outside of your body. Who knows what kids are more tuned into? Kids are less programmed, you know. We're programmed by
a couple
patterns.
dreams from when I was really young too, but only a couple.
Yeah,
you know, when you were really young, and then like this many years later, and you remember it.
Yeah, why that one?
That's really odd.
But at the time, I really felt like something was
it a dream?
Way different. I can't explain it.
Well, did it happen while you were asleep? Like
I was definitely asleep. It was the middle of the night, and it could have easily been me dreaming that I'm walking to the bathroom. But I truly felt like I was actually walking to the bathroom without my body.
Well, this experience that we have while we're in heavy REM sleep, they believe is also responsible for alien abductions. Because no aliens come to people when it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, you know, Manhattan, you're on your way to work, you're walking down the street, you see a UFO. That's not when it happens.
Right.
It happens when you're asleep, over and over and over again. And they believe that this is the same thing, that this incredibly real experience. That you're like, no, I'm telling you it happened. They came into my house, and you think of it as a physical thing. It's all going on. It's the same thing as this crazy dream of you being out of your body.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of states of consciousness that we go into in the middle of the night.
We got to take a quick break. This is really, really interesting.
It's crazy,
right? The phones are just ridiculous. We're never going to get to everybody, but we'll try.
Hold on.
The important thing, Joe Rogan.